Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Let's take another look here at WIF hat, see what's going on. Appreciate you being patient the last couple of days. I know I only had shorts provided on YouTube and other platforms, but I didn't have any full-length videos because we were just celebrating our anniversary. It was our 1-year anniversary with my son and my wife, of course. So it was a lot of fun. All that information is on our Discord if you're curious. Also, sweet profits here from XRP, 54%, BNB 36%. ETH 57%, and our WIF hat long at roughly 50%, 49. Either way, fantastic last couple of days here for us. So congrats to our community members for that. Future reference, I do have a promo going right now for a 50% off lifetime membership here. Link down below for that if you're curious. I had a lot of people asking when that's going to happen. I typically provide that in the summer and the winter months. So just kind of give you some perspective there. That's all linked down below if you're curious. So take a look here at WIF hat. All the shorts from locally here have been swept. So that 110 range, there's a little bit left there, but majority of all liquidation has been fully swept there. That was that basically $1 to $1.10 range. Difficult to say fast. That was there for honestly the last 30 days. So this is a 30-day, 1 month perspective that has been fully swept now. It doesn't mean the price will just pull back because of it, but it does increase the odds of that happening based on majority of other coins kind of slowly pulling back. Meme coins today are looking quite poor compared to most other coins that have surged well. Not to say they can't still do so. I think now that we've broken through our resistance, there's a strong chance we continue higher, especially with liquidation long delta remaining at about a third of $1 billion. We're at about 300 million in liquidation long delta. That's a very good sign. If we look here, this last 7 days of open interest, heavy concentration at 96 and 98 cents. So if the price does pull back, those are kind of like the local highs. It's an important consideration to maybe look for a long in the 95 to $1 range, 95 cents to $1 range. So there's a lot of reasons for that, but let's start with the obvious. First of all, we're above all moving averages. That's fantastic. We have a lot of convergences here. RSI is under 70, more room for growth. Stochastic swinging up. Most coins are going to look like this on the daily time frame, but we do have a fair value gap here between, once more, 96 and about 98 cents. So that kind of emphasizes that little area there. So my position interest, my interest of taking a position with this coin, another one, of course, would be somewhere between 95 cents and $1. More specifically, 96 cents seems like a practical consideration. Once more, that's if Bitcoin pulls back this weekend, which I'm expecting a little bit of a correction. So be mindful of that. And we take a look here as well. We're going to double check a couple of things here in the 4 hour. First of all, we're going to be above all moving averages. Every single coin is going to look like this. The key takeaway here is that we're now back under 70 in the RSI. So this basically implies you should have secured profits on your long position, like we do, or did, for example. We do that because I mainly set a target for every trade I take. I don't just hope for the best today and just take profits whenever I decide I feel like it's a good time. I'm in and I'm out the way that I need to be every single time I take a trade. And that's always in my trade signals, just so you guys know. And obviously my trade alerts too provide invalidation levels. But the whole point of me mentioning that is you should always go into a trade knowing what you want to get out of it. Don't just willy-nilly hope for the best and keep adjusting your take profit targets. That'll get you in serious trouble at some point. It might work for a little while, but I promise you it'll bite you in the ass sometime later. Otherwise, no matter how you look at it, we're swinging down on MACD, diverging on the stochastic. So while I don't think we're going to have a monumental pullback, I think a little bit further of a correction makes perfect sense. So heavy interest, of course, based on our point of control at 85 cents. So 85 cents is that significant area of consideration if we get lucky and we see that price point again. So anyways, between now and then, I think the low to mid 90 cent range is an optimal consideration, mainly because that's kind of right here at our local high. So I'll post a playout chart on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord so you can kind of see it. But generally speaking, I like to kind of take interest, or I like to have interest in previous highs that work as new lows. So it's usually pretty inevitable for the price action to retest those levels. So just something to be aware of. Okay. Cool. Well, that's what we got there for you, folks. Thank you again so much for being an awesome part of my life. Don't forget to like the videos, comment below if you get a chance, and obviously join us over at BitUnix too, folks. Between now and July 25th, awesome little promotional bonus here going. It's a really cool thing. Be sure to check it out in your own time. If you have questions, though, don't hesitate. Don't be a stranger. Look forward to seeing the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for your time. See you soon.